Actually, let's segment
Can
it.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh,
Where are you
okay.
from? And with your gorgeous accent.
Can't you guess?
Yeah, I can
I'm,
hear it.
I'm in Rockhampton, Queensland, Australia.
Got it. I love my Aussies. Love it. All right, well, let's hear
Mm,
it. So tell me a little bit about your business and what I can channel some clarity on for you today.
okay. I was certified last year as a hypnotherapist and e-hypnotherapist,
Okay.
which is obviously doing, well, not obviously, probably not to everyone, but doing hypnotherapy programs online.
Yeah.
So virtually be able to assist people wherever they are in the world. And my specialty, I'm going to be hoping to look after menopausal women with
Okay.
all their issues,
Yeah.
because I've been through that whole breast cancer and menopause stuff. So I'm, in tune with what they're feeling and what they're going through, but also be handling addictions and disorders. And in Rocky, I'm hoping to, I've done a few already, a few face-to-face ones, but I'd like to do a few more locally as well.
Okay.
So I just want to know basically if it's going to be successful, how I'm going to go, if I'm going to have a good year, I guess what everyone wants to know. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple things coming in. So number one is, especially in the online space, there's something around warrior hypnotherapy. And I think that'll really resonate with the women that have maybe gone through breast cancer.
Yep.
Um, I
Worrying, you're saying?
warrior, like
What?
like the breast cancer warrior.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes,
At
yes.
least I don't know if that's popular there, but here in the US, when a woman fights it and beats it, I see a lot of like the pink ribbons with that word warrior, just saying
Okay.
it.
Yes. Yep.
And there's something really calling to me about you being able to do hypnotherapy specifically for women that have, I'm even going to use the word like post-traumatic stress disorder from going through all of the healing and the chemo and the drugs and
Yep.
the peaks and the valleys and the emotional. I feel so grateful. I've never gone through it, but in this
Yep.
moment, the universe is definitely showing me it takes a toll. And so for you to
Yep.
be able to use the gift of hypnotherapy along with your intuition, because you're quite intuitive yourself.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I feel that. So in addition to the hypnotherapy, using that gift of intuition and blending some spirituality, I would even really like for you, I'm seeing some rose quartz crystal that you actually, if it's an in-person experience with you, hypnotherapy experience with you, incorporate some of that rose quartz crystal on her chest while you're doing the hypnotherapy. Don't be afraid to
Okay.
show your woo. Don't be afraid of that, because it definitely feels like you sometimes hold back on how intuitive you are, on the things that you sense and feel, because you're really trying to follow the hypnotherapy scripts and everything that they give you.
Yes.
I respect that. I respect that. And don't be afraid to add in what your heart is telling you to say.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I also feel like the online marketing feels like is what's going to be your bigger challenge.
It is. That's amazing. It is. The marketing out of everything is the most challenging for me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely right. Yep.
Yeah. What happens and what's hard to watch happen is that gifted women like you spend more time trying to figure out the marketing than being in their gift. I've
That's
had
right.
5 sales calls this week, and I've had 5 client calls this week. And that's the commonality between everybody that I serve, is
Yep.
understanding how to share your message in a way that feels good, that doesn't feel salesy, that attracts the right kind of woman, or I guess man, you could work with men or women, that
Yes.
you want to serve, that you have a great connection with, and create a lifetime and legacy client out of. And so you're not alone in that, I think is like the biggest thing I
That's
want.
good to
You're not
know.
alone in that. Totally, totally normal. And I share this very openly and very blatantly lately, is that Facebook is not your business. It's not your business. It is a
Yep.
strategy. It is
Yes.
a strategy. It is a great place to develop relationships. It's a great place
Yes.
to meet new people. It is meant to be a platform that you can connect with.
Yes.
And so are all the other ones.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so the best marketing plan is a diversified marketing plan. And there's where you want to find the right balance, right? Because you don't want to be so spread thin that you are not making the impact, or you're not making the genuine connections, but you also don't want to have all of your eggs in one marketing basket.
That's
So
right. Yep.
I feel you loud and clear. If I were you, I would focus just on talking about the power of healing from the trauma and drama that women go through of breast cancer, and offer warrior hypnotherapy sessions.
Oh,
That's what I would do.
yeah. Okay. No, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're so
Yeah,
welcome.
I'll look into that. Yes, it sounds good to me.
Well, if you want to do it for yourself, if you want to buy it, I think that tells you should probably be selling it.
Absolutely right, Amber. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. All right, let's see. What else do we got in here? Let's see. Welcome to anybody who's joined. Ellen says, Ellen, let's tap in here. Hi, Ellen.
Okay. Hi.
Where are you in the world?
I am in northern Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. I'm in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and my dog wants to join too. So I'll just let her in.
Did you say your dog?
My dog, yeah. So
Yes.
she wants to join in the fun.
Dogs are always welcome. If I'm not at home, or I would like definitely share my mini golden doodle with you, who I'm obsessed with. So
Well, good. So we're both here and excited. Thank you so much. So I am over halfway through my education for becoming a life coach.
okay.
And so I'm really trying to be proactive in getting my business set up and starting, like I just got mentor approval now to begin charging, not a regular fee yet, but while I'm still in school. So I'm pretty excited about that. And so what I'm wondering is, I'd love to know, like, if there's a special niche for me, and
Great.
along with any guidance that can be offered about marketing or overall success.
Great question. So the first thing that's coming to me is that it feels like this woman is maybe struggling with a bigger transition happening for her later in life that she thinks is happening to her. It feels like maybe it's a late in life divorce. Kids have gone off away to college. She's kind of sitting there saying, wait a minute, I put my life on hold for my family and all of this, and now is sitting there saying, what am I going to do with my life? So it's helping her to see that the rest of her life can be some of the best of her life. Does
Okay.
that resonate for you at all, or is that who you are?
Bingo.
I was like, I couldn't quite tell. But
yeah, I have blogged for several years, and that's kind of my niche. So yeah.
Okay, so that still feels very right for you. I kind of am leaning more towards like the divorce aspect. It feels like, but I don't want it to get into this, you're a divorce coach, or it almost feels like this woman who was kind of blindsided by that separation, who was maybe like a devoted like stay-at-home mom and all of the things for her family or for her husband, and then all of a sudden it's just that there's something about that kind of stirs up in me. So I would say play into that. What I don't want you to have is like this group of angry divorced women. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about are women who are saying, how am I going to step into being this new woman that I was always fascinated in being, and now I get to be her, which can be very scary, which can be very intimidating, but also like really exhilarating. And so I want you to focus on helping her with the exhilaration part. Does that feel good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exhilaration.
So that's it. Number 2 with marketing for her. So she is definitely going to be, what's interesting is LinkedIn comes in first around that. And here's why I'm feeling LinkedIn. Well, I don't know why I'm feeling LinkedIn, first of all. Like the universe just showed me that. So now let me tap into why LinkedIn. Because I feel like she could be like re-entered into the workplace, or is like now in a corporate role that she's never been in before. And so she's learning LinkedIn. There's something about LinkedIn calling. I think where the conflict's coming for me is that I felt like maybe she had been a stay-at-home mom for a lot of time. I guess that doesn't mean that she couldn't have already re-entered the workforce, but it feels like there could also be a niche around like these women that have been driven, that have been corporate driven, which maybe it caused the divorce also. Could be something along those lines. But I'm definitely drawn to LinkedIn. I like that platform of being able to talk to smart and savvy women who have maybe just let their relationships go, which maybe brought on a divorce. That also feels like, I guess that's almost a separate niche, but those two things feel really good. I like both of them. I want you to storytell. I want you to feel good about storytelling versus marketing. There's something about that word marketing that freaks you out. Did you try something before or do something before and just had just kind of like heartbroken around another business you tried and you felt like you just couldn't figure out the marketing? Anything like that at all? Or do you just have like a love-hate relationship with marketing? Anything like that?
No, I don't think there's been any failure. I think it's just knowing that the sooner I get started on the marketing, the better I'm going to be, because I really want to hit the road with both feet, just jump right in.
In fact, and again, like I respect you're going through your training and stuff. And I would, if you haven't already, I would start list building.
Which I have.
Yeah, I would start really focusing on creating good, nurturing lead magnets. If you're familiar with that term, lead magnets, opt-ins, marketing experiences where people can come, and not that you're going to start selling to them, but that they're going to start getting to know you and believe in you and love you, so that when your doors are open for your coaching business, they're going to buy from you.
Okay.
That's the model that I work off of, is the know, believe, and love. I think along the way, somebody called it in the marketing world, know, like, trust, but I'm pretty sure he was pale, male, and stale, and that just doesn't serve this genre of people that we are serving. It just doesn't. So, so I like know, believe, and love a lot better. That's what I would do.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Did your dog approve of that?
Yeah, she kind of exhausted her, but
I wouldn't be the first time I heard that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. Let's see Kimberly. Hi. How are you, girl? Let's hear it. What you got for me?
Okay, so I've been self-employed in some kind of holistic woo-woo stuff forever, since the late 90s. And I feel like I'm in a change again. I've moved back to my home area because of family things. Lots and lots of family grief has, happened in the last couple of years. And I feel stuck because I'm not really living where my ideal life is, but at the same time, I I feel like I have, it's the time of life that you're where you're at. I invested lots of money last year in my business to go more online, new websites, coaching, everything. And it's all kind of stuck too. It's like there's little pieces and ends that aren't
I
coming
remember
together.
you emailed me, right?
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
with
yeah,
all
I
of that.
remember. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like I'm it's like, what's my new niche? Because I've reinvented myself several times. And I feel like I'm in that place again. And then the direction of the marketing, because it's so much. It's like, oh, I've got to do Instagram. I've got to do LinkedIn. I've got to do Pinterest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yep.
And I'm the one doing it all.
Yep.
So
I
that's
get
where
it.
I'm at.
So
And I'm an artist too. And there's a part of me that just wants to go do my art and never even talk to humanity again.
well, we need you, so we can't have you go into doing that.
And I do group work. I can hold groups and do, hot seats really fast and do a whole group at once. So I have the ability to do that.
So there's a couple things here. So number one is I could feel a dip in your energy when you started talking about, here I go again, I'm changing again.
Mm-hmm.
And where I can totally appreciate it. And yet I want you to see that it's not that you're changing again. You are just you're evolving, and that's a good thing. You're meant to evolve. So it's not just that you're changing, it's that you're transforming. You're opening up new gifts. You're using different things that you haven't used before, that you're supposed to do that. And it can feel sometimes exhausting to go, oh my gosh, I just felt like I had it figured out. And now you're asking me to pivot again, universe? Like, I've kind of had enough, like, I just want to stay on why can't I just be content? Why can't I just stay on this path? Why do you have me like now feeling called and curious about something else? And yet I have found that the universe knows what it's doing. It just knows what it's doing, and you're feeling those things for a reason. So don't feel bad about the change. Think of it more of as just a transition. Think of it more as an evolution. I said it, I think it was with Mari at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest problem that I am seeing with my clients, with my potential clients, with people in my Facebook group, with people in my community, is that they have spent all the time, all the energy, all the money to build the website, start a Facebook group. They're in social media, they're posting, they're going live, they're doing these things, and they're still not attracting clients. And here's why.
I attract clients. It's just not the ones I want to be attracting.
Oh, well.
I don't want any more victims. I want people that are ready to be empowered and that they're not dependent on me to get them there.
Yeah, and they don't just want an answer. They want to make the change. Yeah. So, and I would say it could be a combo of not attracting the right clients, or getting the people that are like, oh, I really want to work with you, but I can't afford it. Or I really want to, or just getting one here, one there. There's not a sustainable, consistent marketing plan or marketing strategy that's been working. And here's what I'm going to tell you, especially in the Facebook market, because Facebook is definitely still a great place to be. So there is no doubt about it. There are plenty of our soul clients out there. Everybody is still on Facebook, but to do it organically is very difficult. I spent all of 2019 working with a mentor to learn how to do Facebook ads, because I was feeling called to do psychic Facebook ads for a reason. Because in each of you are proof that works. by
Yeah,
being
that's where I
here,
saw you.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would guess almost every single one of you found me that way. So it's proof that you can, and I would be able to serve each and every single one of you. So this is how you know, this is how I know it works. And you can get so specific in who you're calling in. You get so specific. Tell me if this is you. I wanted spiritual, conscious women that are meant to serve, meant to lead, meant to be here to be a change maker. I wanted her to live in either Australia or the United States. I wanted her between the age of, I think it was maybe 27 and 59, I think was my cutoff, somewhere in there. So does that fit you?
Yeah.
Does that fit
And I was
anybody else?
inspired by
Does that
you.
fit anybody else? I guarantee you it fits every single woman in here.
I felt
Because
inspired. I mean, when I read your ad and I went and stalked you, of course I did, you know, and I watched you on YouTube and I saw you do this and it's like, well, I can do that shit.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I had actually felt inspired by somebody in a while. I mean, I'm
Oh,
telling you,
I love you for saying that.
I want
Thank
you to know that
Thank
because
you.
I was like, all of these other coaches that I've been with, it just kind of petered out. And I was like, I was inspired by that you're being the gift that you are.
I really feel like the reason so many online coaches, consultants, healers, guides, psychics are not making it is because they are talking to the same 300 people over and over and over and over and over again. And you are never going to be able to rise and grow and create an email list full of soul clients, a Facebook group full of soul clients, if you aren't getting in front of new audiences. And that I felt that strongly last year, and I wanted to be able to serve my clients at a deeper level. So that is why I learned how to do Facebook ads in a very traditional marketing sense, but of course put my cool ass psychic spin on them. And the fact that you are here, my magic worked. So I can't stress to you enough. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go spend a shit ton of money on Facebook ads. I'm not saying you have to go hire an ads manager. I'm not saying any of those things. But that is what is going to get you in front of new people all the time. Things like that, or collaborating with other women that have a new audience that you can be in front of.
I'm on a lot of telesummits. I'm on a lot
Perfect.
of those. But
Yeah.
but even with that, you get the people that are looking for cheap, free stuff.
Yeah. Especially when they know you're a psychic and when you're, I mean, I'm sure you guys can appreciate, for those of you that are intuitive that get messages like that. I mean, I have people, it's every day they reach out, can you help me? Can you help me? Well, I can. And the investment for that help is XYZ. We are not nonprofit organizations, ladies. We are here to empower each other and to lift each other up. And with the transformation happens in the transaction. I truly wholehearted believe that when you invest in yourself, when you invest in your business, you get to go to the next level. And it's an instant transformation in the transaction. I truly, truly believe that. Anytime I've ever hired somebody, anytime I've ever said yes to something, it's that immediate gratification of how it makes you feel. And with that being said, to just continue to post on all those places, Kimberly, could you get a client here or there? Absolutely. I'm not saying it can't happen, but to create the sustainable piece, the constantly seeing it go up and up each month, to have that, you got to have more than just organic reach. And I do love telesummits, but I agree. I stopped doing them this year, or actually the middle of last year, because I would get an influx of people onto my list. They never, ever continued into anything. They just didn't.
Yeah, I know. I stopped year before last and then started back last year because, to get more people. And actually, I did have 4 or 5 that joined my membership. But it's only $20 a month, so it's not like I'm making money off of this.
And here's the other thing, and I'll share this. I'm very open and very honest about what it actually takes to have this online, to have a multiple 6-figure business. is that a membership is a volume-based business. It is volume-based. And that means you need, I mean, and like, I did a membership for like, I think we did maybe 6 months, and it was at $99 a month. And the admin behind people's cards not happening and still having to pump content, it was like, it just was not, it was, I just didn't have the volume. And I have a pretty decent sized community following and list. And I see people, it's, the concept is fantastic. Oh my gosh, I'm going to create this $20 thing, this $47 thing, this low price way to serve, and I'm going to hit the masses. It's like, and I just have to show up and I have to pop in some content and I have to serve. It sounds like this amazing, memberships sound like an amazing model until you really get in there and see how hard it actually is for somebody to like find the value in it, even though you're giving so much because of the investment that they are making. It is easier for me to sell a $15,000 private one-on-one coaching package, way easier than it was for me to sell a $99 a month membership. Way easier. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot less work because she is ready, she's determined, she has made that investment in herself, in her business, she is driven. And the people that want those, like, they're the quick hit, I want it cheap, I want it free, they're not ready. They're just at
they're toe dippers. They just want to dip their toes in the water and they never jump all the way in.
Exactly.
And that's what I want. What you're talking about, I want to move from that into that client that you're talking about, the ones that I can truly help to be the gift that they are, so they can be the gift to help more and more people.
Then you have to talk to her. Direction. Your message has to call to her. It has to captivate her. It has to be soul to soul. I talk about marketing from a soul to soul perspective. I love doing, I call it some soul to soul marketing is probably the best way, but I've also called it in her shoes, where I truly put myself in you. Again, the fact that you're all here shows that method works. You know, what is she thinking? What is she experiencing? She's sitting there, she's stuck, she's struggling, she's pissed off at online marketing. She's just ready to throw in the towel. She just wants to be in her gift. And she's wondering why this is so damn hard. You have to know your clients like that so intimately that when they find you, they say things like that to you, Kimberly, because this is not just unique for me. There are people out there waiting for you to inspire them too. Hands down, each and every single one of you, there is somebody right now that you could serve, that you could help heal, that you could guide, that you could mentor, that you could coach. This isn't just for me. This is for all of us. I really, really believe that. It's time. Feel good?
Good.
You got this.
Okay, so do you get that mine's Facebook, that would be my ideal, like where you got for Terry that, or who was it? Ellen felt
like more like I mean, I think let me say this. I think everybody should be on Facebook.
Right.
But there was something specifically calling about LinkedIn for her.
Yeah.
I like Facebook for you. But I want you on video.
Going live.
I was going to say, I want you on video, and I want you to almost have like a, like a specific title that you use for a specific live that you do like once a week, that people are like lining, like they want to watch. They're like, oh my gosh, they like turn it on as almost like you record your, you know, like, it's like a series. It's like something very intentional they want to watch for. What is the name of your business?
Inner Awakened Mastery. That I am. That's I am. The initials of that is I am.
Anything around the words light language for you at all?
Yeah, I speak light language. Yeah.
So I
Okay.
want you to do something like light language Tuesdays, like come and something like that, where it's like do it consistently.
Okay. I'm doing
Um,
transformational Tuesdays in my group, but there's only like, that's a private group that there's only 30 people in. So it gets,
exactly. No, don't talk
I
to me.
need to be doing it
Like,
on
you're
my,
like stressing me out. I'm like, no, you
no,
can't keep talking to the
do it
same
on my
30
business
people.
page. Okay. Do it on my business page instead. Yeah. Okay.
Love it. Well, we're going to connect more. I feel it. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Thank you.
Let's see. Who else is here? Cindy says she's in the welcome space. Misty, I hope you're going to raise your hand, girl. Angie, hi there.
I am so happy to be a part of this. Now, here's the thing, Amber, it's so funny. I'm like, I'm in Minnesota. We met for the
Oh.
first time. Yep, we met for the first time a couple of years ago at your event at the Mall of America.
Oh, yes.
And I had never heard of you. I was there the whole 3 days. It was unbelievable. The Tres Leche dessert was off the charts. And since then, I'm like, oh, I've got to stay connected. I got to, hop on some of these things. And I just haven't been. So I've been really, yesterday, your email blast, I didn't come in through a Facebook ad. It was through your email blast saying, hey, I'm doing this. And that's how I got to be here. So I've been super curious and I'm really happy to be here. So my virtual assistance business, it just feels like I'm on the precipice of something big. Like, it's unbelievable. Some of the things that are just showing up like really effortlessly. And I kind of giggle. I wake up going, what's going to show up? And it's been really cool and fun. The clients, I mean, things have really shifted. Now, my concern is that my virtual assistants are at capacity, and I've had this team, this crew for a really long time. I trust them implicitly. They take excellent care of our clients and the reputation of our clients. And I got to tell you, I'm freaking out about finding, bringing on new VAs. I mean, the whole process.
I don't blame you.
There's so many shitty VAs out there, you guys. I'm sure you guys have had your own experiences, but the horror stories. And I've got my own, and I've had this. I'm just kind of like, oh shit. So I would just love either, if you're getting dinged on anything, any suggestions.
Of course.
I've already started to put out feelers, but I'm freaking a little bit.
Well, there's a couple things. So number one is I got a unicorn of a VA. So she's been with me since like literally day one of my business. So Erin, she does like all of my things. So I feel so grateful. And so I very much appreciate when you're saying like, there are shitty people out there. We don't want those people in the space anymore. We don't want somebody that knows how to do a couple things, think that they can be a VA, because there's so many, it can really mess with your business.
Yeah.
And
they don't deliver
I'm going to tell you
service.
exactly what you have to do. And I don't want you to instantly go to how and analyze it and break it apart and try to figure out the strategy. What I want you to do is go into a radical place of receiving. You are not going to be able to find VAs to just bring on into your agency. You need to create your own VA training center. Did you hang up?
No, I'm absorbing.
You need to teach them so that they do it, because I feel like you have a very good way. You have a very you have high expectations.
Extremely
you have high standards, which is sometimes like your greatest strength and your greatest shortcoming all in one. Would that match you?
Yes.
It is, I agree with you. You have something very unique, but you need to teach people, you need to teach the VAs your process. You almost need to hire them for you, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is how I want this done. Or they watch like a training video, specifically how to do this. I also feel like getting very niched into like the kind of clients that you actually want to work with, the kind of clients that you want your agency to be able to serve, so that those VAs like have a very, because VA work can be very broad from, I mean, I can sometimes ask Erin to do hook up all of my tech stuff for lead pages and emails, and then the next thing ask her to figure out payment processing. I mean, so I think it's getting clear on who your ideal client is and creating a proprietary system that she invests in, the training that she invests in, so that she has an investment in your business, Angie. Otherwise, she's not going to care enough to stick around and to do good quality work.
Well, see, this is where I've been so blessed. I mean, I don't know how many VAs, but I know them implicitly. I know their strengths. I know what they're really, really good at. They deliver. And I don't want to say I've taken it for granted. So my question to you is, I do feel like there's a lot of people knocking on my door who need our services, and they're all wonderful, fabulous people. And I really feel like I'm at that point where, I don't have the people to, be able to serve them. So that is like part of my question. Am I cool right now with the people I have, and things are going to kind of,
yeah, no, everything this isn't about what you have. This is about what you are being called to create. This is the next level of your business that I'm tapping into.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I can feel the resistance around training. You got to do it. All the more reason you got to do it.
No. I don't think I'm asking it properly. I've got a few. Well, actually, a couple of very, very large possibilities. If they pop, I don't have the resources today, and I will need qualified, capable people like now, without training.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Those people will find, you will find the people.
Gotcha. Okay.
You will find the people. You will
Okay.
find the people. They are there. And in the future, I feel like you almost need like a certification, like a virtual assistant certification program.
Right.
So that you always have a pipeline full of new VAs coming in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. No, it
Okay.
makes total, and I agree. I love that concept, like down the road. I'm a little
Yes.
bit more concerned about like next
I
week.
am definitely more like, how are we building you like a 7-figure business, Angie? I definitely go as big, like right out the gates as possible. I always do. So I will bring it back down a little bit.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And it's really good to see you after 2 years. Hello.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed Heart and Sold. I've been talking about doing another event, so I appreciate that. I'll take that as a sign for me.
I hope you do. I would love to be there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Misty. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I like the angle that you have your camera at. Usually it's always like direct on, so that's interesting. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Awesome, thank you. My son wants to join in too.
Of course. Hey, bud, what's up?
Being a monkey. So let's see. I do all kinds of things with my gifts.
Okay.
I do 2-cup coffee readings. I love doing coffee readings.
Oh, cool.
I do tarot cards. My other favorite thing is I love channeling for the deceased.
Sure.
I love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it got to the point where it's overwhelming. Just in the last couple of years, I learned that I'm in control.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't in control. It's like, no, I got to take time off, So I've only been out in the public since 2 years now. Usually people heard about me and they would come to me. And so I'm on YouTube. I just started a podcast last month.
Good for you.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, but I hate Facebook. I'm not gonna lie. I hate Facebook. I hate it. It's just free. And I'm like, energy, I got to charge y'all. I was giving my stuff away for so many years, but now I need that income.
Yeah,
Because,
you got to feel okay with putting a price tag on your gifts.
well, I work in a warehouse. I'm miserable. I feel like a
Oh,
robot. I feel like a robot. I feel like a robot. I deserve more. I deserve to be in my bliss. This is when I'm in my creative zone. I call it my spiritual art zone. I just won't stop. I just keep going, and that's where I feel joy and I feel happiness.
we need to get you
So,
there more.
I feel like I'm doing my sole purpose.
Yeah.
But then when I go out here to the warehouse, I feel like a robot. So, but I'm like all these other ladies. I keep getting the same type of clients. And I know everyone needs healing, and I want to send everyone healing. But dang it, y'all, I'm ready to upscale. I'm ready to get that $150 an hour, or because not only do I channel for the deceased, but I have 3 gods and 2 angels, and I come on my body, and I will go to wherever. Let's say my client's in Mexico. Boy, I go to Mexico. I'll sit down and have dinner, and I'll tell my client exactly what they're serving me, what the house looks like. So I love doing that, and I love teaching people 5D dimensional energy and up. I tell people all the time, the earth is shifting. We're shifting. Our dimension from 3D energy is disappearing. And people are like, what are you talking about? So
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm sure that people probably don't understand you.
yes.
Like people that are in your space, people you work with, probably friends and family, they just,
I freak them out.
yeah, they just don't get it. Yeah.
They're like, huh? I'm like,
So here's my question to you. The number that you said to me was $150.
mhm.
What would just happen if you just started charging that?
I tried that last year, but where I live at,
That should have nothing to do with where you live at.
the
Honestly,
economy.
it has nothing to do with where you live at. It has nothing to do with what your money story. This is your money story. I'm going to say this with love. This is your money belief. This is your money story, is that where you live, people can't afford that. Where you live, people don't pay that. There's other psychic mediums and they charge less. You're going to fight for your limitations on why you shouldn't charge for $150. And I'm going to empower you to charge $150.
Okay.
Because that's the price that you actually want to be charging.
Yeah.
Now, for a while, what's going to happen when you step into a bigger price like that, you're not going to instantly start selling at that. You could, most likely you won't. It's going to take you a little bit of getting comfortable to saying the investment for a 1-hour session with me is $150. Over the course of an hour, you are going to receive psychic and cosmic reading like you have never had before. I'm going to connect you into your guides, your angels, your past loved ones. I'm going to give you psychic insight that can change your life. If they are not ready to receive that, and you'll get the recording so you can re-listen to that. If they are not ready to pay that and invest in that, to have that transformation and to have that insight, to be able to know the path that they are on, where it is leading them, then they are not ready. And that has nothing to do with you and the price tag you put on that reading.
Okay. So here's my other question. So since I have different things that I tapped into over the years, I mean years, it took me years to master, like my coffee readings, my deceased loved one readings, my tarot readings. Like on my website, I have it priced at different prices.
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you,
price? Do I need to make everything one settle price?
Here's what I would do. I would say the cost of a 1-hour reading is $150. Okay. You book this reading with me. Here's what you're going to experience. Kind of everything I said there. Psychic insight, connection to past loved ones and guides, all of those things. And then what I would do is I don't know how you do your readings, but if you can, I would at the beginning of your reading, before you get started, plan to have like an extra 5 minutes where you can say, all right, here are some of the different the different transformational tools that I use. I have cards, I have coffee, I have
I
stone.
do journal writing too.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can do
Autograph.
automatic writing. What out of those is calling to you that I can incorporate in our time together?
Okay.
So then they feel like it's a really cool co-created experience, and they get what they almost feels like an extra. It almost feels like a bonus to them.
Okay.
But then you still get to use those, but then you're not pricing them at different, because that doesn't make a difference. What makes a difference is you charging the same consistent amount for the 1 hour, because that's the amount of money that you want to make. It doesn't take you at least it doesn't take me extra time to incorporate some cards into it. It doesn't take,
I don't,
right?
I'm gonna be honest. I come out of my body and I like go to like with my twin flame, and I'm on another planet in the galaxy. And when it's time for me to come back, my God will come get me. Okay, come back, Misty. And then I come back. Or my animals will wake me up. It's like I go into a trance. I can't explain it to people.
I get it.
I'm a weirdo.
I get it. I do, I do group readings where I live, and I most of the time I don't
recall.
I don't remember. I call it psychic amnesia. I don't remember a lot of the things.
Oh, I
So I
said
get
that.
it. I understand.
And then my other thing is,
But here's the other thing I want you to hear is that we still, when you are so gifted and you can go to all of those places, you still have to get grounded in your business activities. You got to get grounded. You got to find your earth energy. You got to have a system. You have to have a strategy, just so that you don't have to go do the warehouse job. You got to get grounded in your business.
so here's my next question. My YouTube is like really taking off, and I love doing YouTubing. My podcast, like I said, I just started that a month ago. I've got like 75 plays. I love doing that. But I know I'm supposed to hook up with someone, and I prefer it to be another goddess. And every time I reach out to people to ask, hey, are you hiring or whatever, I always get turned down. Like the day that I sent the email to you, I actually sent an email to this lady that lives a town over and asked her, she was meeting someone. And then she turned me down, but then I went to the bathroom because my guys were like, go to the bathroom. So I left my area, went to the bathroom, and that's where I found you. I don't even know where I found you. I just let them do the magic. I just said, oh, okay. I just go with it. I'm going to be honest. I don't know where I found you. I don't know if it was on Instagram or Facebook.
It was an ad. I
don't know where though. I'm going to be honest. I don't know where. I just go let my guides tell me.
Yeah.
So how do I go about finding the one that I'm trying to draw into? Does that make sense?
So what do you mean by the one? Like
I know I have another goddess out there that I'm supposed to work with, like teaming up like this.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I don't know how to put it into words.
So like almost like a business partner or
yes.
something like that. So good question, because a lot of times we want to partner up, we want to do collaborations, we want to do I would focus more on doing a project with somebody versus starting off with a partnership. Find somebody that has a complementary business to yours, understands you, gets your energy, and then has, where then the two, like you could go on maybe her podcast and she comes on your podcast, or you're a guest speaker in her Facebook and vice versa. What I've seen happen so often, it's happened to myself and so many others, is you get excited, you want to go in, you want to do all in with a partnership, and yet you have your own business to run and things can get muddy very quickly. So stay locked in and focused on building your own business, and look for fun people that you can do fun projects with. You are much better staying focused and locked in, charging $150 a reading, and building your business there and focusing on getting out of the warehouse job. Does that make sense?
Yes, because all three of my kids have abilities too.
Yeah.
Especially my son. So I want them to be able to be encouraged to take it in at this age. in
Yeah.
stages. They're not like me in my 30s.
Yeah,
Always just
I get it.
full. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
So like my
Hopefully that
son,
helps, and hopefully
he
that
comes
helps
over.
get you started.
Ma'am?
There will be a recording too of this. So you can like go back and listen and absorb some of like the things I like, the way that I said things too. But
Okay.
nice
I,
connecting.
I just have patience. I know, but I know this is
I
this.
actually don't think you should have patience. I actually think you should just start charging 150, and that's what it is.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, one more here. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Can you hear me?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself.
That's okay. No worries.
Hi, how are
to
you?
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I had to it sounded like I dropped call or something. Well, tell me. So just tell me a little bit about you, what kind of business you have, and any questions you have.
Okay, so I am in the wellness business. I am in the CBD and hemp business,
Okay.
and I actually started it because I started using the products for myself because of some issues I was having, and I decided to become an affiliate because of the results that I got, and I just wanted to help so many people. I didn't really step into it and really put all my efforts into really bringing in customers I've been for like a year, but I've told people about them, had some hits here and there because I was having like issues with myself. But I also have started a group of women to connect with their self, with their inner self. And I started collaborating with some women that actually, do astrology and tarot readings and understand about the universal connection we have in our energy source. So I started this group, and I just had a couple, people ladies in there that were just acquaintances and friends and stuff. And I started doing some things in there, but then I started connecting with other women out of nowhere on Facebook that were doing astrology readings and that were doing horoscopes and stuff. And then I met up with one, and then she just invited all these women to my group.
Very cool.
And yeah, so it was just building. And so they do the readings for me because I'm not a tarot reader, but I enjoy them, and I am a true believer in them. So they do the readings every week for me. And I do other things, and I talk about self-love and connecting with your inner self and empowering them and to go after their dreams and to be who they are. So I do like that aspect of it, and they do like the other aspect, and I do some horoscope stuff too. I share a lot of it. So it's building and building, and I was going to have it as a membership group, but I kind of left that. I put that off, and I'm building it up to have. I have about almost 100 in there right now, and I get a lot of feedback and stuff every week when we do these things. So instead of just having a membership group, we're going to have a membership group, but it's going to be a referral kind of thing where they can earn money by referring others.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I actually and I stayed with the CBD because I truly feel like I'm on a breakthrough with that, of connecting with more people to help them live with less discomfort and, change their life, because it's doing that for me.
So inside of your group, are you making invitations for people to learn more about the CBD oil?
I'm not in so much in that group. I have
So where is so there, it feels like I believe you when you say you believe in the company, you believe in the product, you use it, you've had you love the results you've received, but there is a lot of hesitancy in actually telling people about it and asking them to buy it. Why?
Well, I actually just started like putting it out there. And this week I just had some lady ask me for the information about the business and everything. I was having a lot of family issues like during the year. And I guess I used it as a fear-based thing and I had to get over it. And I just wasn't at the stage where I wanted to really like fully, I guess, connect with people in a way, the way that people do things, marketing wise. I was trying to find my own groove with it, and I think I have. It's just taken me a while.
Sure.
I didn't like the way that some people do things, so I kind of like was like watching other like mentors and stuff, and I had to find my, what fit with me.
Sure.
But
so what would you like me to tap into? What is like kind of like the deeper question?
I guess the deeper question would be like, I feel like I'm doing okay with my inner goddess group. But the reason why I kind of do that, because when I do that, it gives me energy and it makes me feel great about what I'm doing on the CBD, because I'm like touching into my inner self and how I feel. So
what I feel like needs to start happening is you need to start talking about CBD inside of that group. You need to start being comfortable talking about it all the time, about how it's helped you, how it helps others, because that's your business. So you have to feel good and comfortable and confident talking about your business, and it's your group. So I think it's amazing that you're inviting women in there to and you're supporting other women. I would ask the same thing in return from them, that there's that energy exchange, that you have space in time to talk about the benefits of CBD and why they should be buying that from you, or at least getting on a call with you to talk about the benefits of it and if it's right for them, and if they want to become a distributor too. That's what I would do. You already have the platform there. The two are very complementary, and it's just a growing interest right now.
mm-hmm.
It's a great time to be like advocating for this and talking about this. So I'm here to talk about what you're passionate about.
Okay, because I was thinking of maybe doing like a weekly live, really talking about the benefits.
Agree.
And
you were thinking that for a reason.
Okay. And I kind of like, I don't know, kind of like, I hate going live. I'll do videos. I don't like going live.
Go live.
I have anyway. A couple times.
Do it anyway. Keep doing it.
I know. I'm like, okay, I got to do. So what I did was I started doing a couple videos here and there just to get comfortable with the camera.
Yeah.
I agree. So
just do it once a week. You'll get more and more comfortable. It's like anything else. It's a marketing muscle. The more that you do it, the stronger it's going to get. Okay?
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for coming tonight. It was so nice to meet all of you. I love doing these. I hadn't done one I did a couple I've done online psychic readings before, online business readings. It was just perfect. It was perfect the way that you all came here. So exciting to meet so many new people, hear about your businesses. If you love the connection, if this type of style, and if I call to you, I invite you to watch the replay. The replay will come out, and there will be a link if you want to learn about different ways I can help your business. Definitely feel free to book that call. I would love to work with you and help you, and with the marketing, with all of it. Yes. So thank you. Yes. So much fun. Agree, guys. Thank you. See you soon. Yes. And the replay will come out probably a little bit later tonight. So thank you. Be the good, be the light, guys.